All right, we're recording on my phone for the next 2 days. Long story, but the cord that goes into my computer to upload my footage is broken. My camera's SD card is full, so I can't use it. I also just woke up, but we're getting to it. So we're making the bed frame. I'm reusing the wood that I did previously for the bed frame. If I was doing it again, I would do what Isaac from Bus Life Story does with his bed and use the same materials that he uses. What I have is a little bit of overkill, but it's fine, it's gonna work. And I don't have to go buy more wood. So this is kind of where we're at. I'm building around things, so it's a mess in here, but I'm trying to measure the distance I want. So the last time I didn't know how to make a bed frame, long story with that as well. But my thing is I don't want my bed going really high above these windows. So my mattress is 6 inches. So it's 31.5 inches to the top of the window. So 6 down. That's how long it needs to be, but I also need to account because it's going underneath this. So I need to account for this and subtract this as well to get the length. All right, so 30.5 minus 6 for the mattress is 24.5. Minus 3.5 for the wood is 21. Yes, that's what I want to do because I know I want my mattress lowered to the ground. I kind of had to jump to get up into my bed, but there are certain things that just fit under my bed at 24, so that's a bummer, but that's a future Krissy problem, and this to me is more important right now. So I'm not suggesting everyone do this. Probably no one do this, but this is just the kind of like strange, weird that I am, I guess. I'm going to make my 2 posts that, like the side that my head lays on, a 1/2 inch taller than where my feet go, just because no matter what, I always want, when I'm parked on, like if I'm parked on level, I want my head to be on the higher part. So this just kind of helps a little bit, I guess, or makes it worse, I guess, depending on what type of level I'm at. But there's been times where I sleep my head where my feet go just because I cannot sleep with my head farther down than my feet. So that's what I'm gonna do. I know it probably doesn't make a lot of sense to people, and when I tell people I've done that, there's like, that is strange, but okay. I don't know, my gut is just telling me that that's what I want to do, so we're gonna do it. A 1/2 inch is not making a big difference anyway. So all right, the bed frame is done. It still needs the slats on it, but I'm gonna wait for that until later on because I feel like I'll have to be like walking in through that door sometimes or to get like big things through. So moving on to the next step, which I don't know what it is yet. I gotta sit down and think about this. Also, one more thing about the bed frame. This is not the length of a full-size mattress. It's way longer, but I have a headboard that goes right there. So that's why I do the length or the width of the bus for the length of my bed, because I put like a box up top. We got some moves to make today. I want to get walls up and the plumbing done, but first, I kind of had an epiphany about how to mount this stove. So as you guys saw before, I made like the full mount, but for one, that was for my old cabinets, and then 2, I realized I tried making the whole tall. I'll show you, but I'm only gonna make like a small box for it to sit on rather than like sit all the way in because it'll be squished in by my wall and my cabinets, but I'll show you guys. So for some reason in my mind, I originally felt like I had to make a big thing. Well, no, I'm gonna shorten this down, make it like a box for this to sit on top of, and then I won't have to worry about like face framing. So we're gonna get to that first. All right, I got it done. Hopefully it's the right size. We'll see. All right, here's the scary part, cutting into this beautiful, expensive wood. Okay guys, if these don't fit, you're gonna see me cry on camera. This was really hard to cut through. Finally got both pieces to fit in, and before I could show it to you guys, I took them out, but I've taken them in and out. I'm just scared I'm gonna break something, so I'm just gonna sand things down, make it way smoother before we start treating this butcher block. If you're thinking, wait, what is that in front of Krissy? That is my couch that I did not film making because the night prior I was doing it in the middle of the dark and I messed it up the first time. I made it too short, and so I did it again the second time, and it ended up being a little too tall, but you know, we're just gonna go with it. But that is why you're seeing a whole frame there that I didn't talk about, because I did it in the dark the night before. But this leads me into what I'm doing right now. And one of the main reasons why I did my rebuild is because I hadn't treated my wood well or properly in my first build, and this was one of the main areas, was all of this like trim work. I never sealed or even sanded it or anything, and it got so grimy. It was disgusting, and it was something I could not clean off. So this is one of those little parts of the build that treating your wood and protecting it is such a big deal, even though it might seem like a minor little piece of the entire build overall. This is important, and this is something that has led me to my rebuild. So here it is. Treat your wood. I'm using poly, and I use so many coats. There's a bee around here. It's freaking me out. I just want to go outside. Sir, come on. Wouldn't you rather just go outside? Ooh, okay. Hi. Hello. I'm Krissy.